back in the world of K-pop and demon hunting. It's so fun. All right, so yeah, this show is going crazy. Everybody is going bananas for this show right now. I've reacted now to 3 of the songs. This will be my 4th one. Everybody said they wanted me to react to Your Idol, so I'm going to do this early release for those of you over on Patreon, which I do commonly. As music reactors, we don't make any money from our reactions on YouTube because the artists, they put a copyright claim on the music, so that means all of the ad revenue goes back to the artist, and I have no problem with that at all. I love that my reactions are making money for the artists I react to. I'm an artist. I love that. Like, go artists. Only thing is that means that your support over on Patreon means even more because it keeps me going and all of that stuff with the channel. So thanks for your support. And for that, I try to put up as much extra stuff over on Patreon. It's like my YouTube is like the tip of the iceberg, and then I put all the other content over on Patreon. I have a video games and animated shows playlist or collection that I've started on Patreon, and I'm going to keep adding to that. And I'll probably watch some shows. Maybe I'll watch this whole movie over there. I don't know. Anyway, so links to all of these things are in the description, okay? All right, let's get going. This is Saja Boys. So the Saja Boys, they're the demons who are in a boy band. And then Hunter X, I think, that's the girl group. And they're hunt demons by night, kind of, or maybe all day. I don't know when they do it. All right, here we go. Enough blabbing. Let's check out this song and see what's going on. You all said that you really like this one, so here we go. I found the full version too. Wow, like Carmina Burana or something. That's cool. Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Yeah, all this trap set. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right now. I want you more when it all burns down. More than power, that falsetto. More than gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. I'm the only one who will love this production. Voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, cause I'm reaching to the fire. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I can be the star you rely on. Follow the chair, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm all you need, I'm a big oh my God, so we've got this like trap set hip-hoppy vibe again. There's been a lot of that in this show. The production on this music is insane. Oh my God. This felt like Carmina Burana, like dun 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 boom 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 boom, kind of a little bit, not really, but like this sort of dark, menacing chorus. This has to be a song where they're like, I'm imagining in the show this is like when they're manipulating the audience or something. Maybe I'll watch the little video that they've posted of it so I can see some of the visuals too. But I wanted to get the full song because this is the full 3-minute and 11-second song, which I know the main clip was only a couple minutes. So I wanted to get the full song, but I'm not seeing the visuals. So we'll do that maybe after. I like that chorus. That's cool, that little like sort of choral, sort of dark choral, almost menacing sound, and then we drop into that trap set. So trap set, like I was noticing that in some of the other songs, like trap sets like that, and you have that like ticky hi-hat, the closed hi-hat when the cymbals are closed. Keeping you obsessed, play me on repeat without she in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a. You know what's cool? So we've got the da 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 da. We've got the the verses happening, which is this kind of rap thing, and then in the background there's these yeah. There's a really cool little musical production thing there. Check that out. Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat without she in your head. That's cool. Subtle little things like that. A lot of times you don't notice those things when you're listening to a track. But they add so much. It adds so much. What that sound adds is space. It's got like a reverby. It makes us feel like we're in a big space, which I'm wondering how this song appears. Like, are they on stage in this scene and they're like singing and singing to the audience type of a thing? I'm imagining it's probably something like that. Like this is like a scene where they're getting the audience, because they were doing that in the one I reacted to, Soda Pop, which is up over here on Patreon. They were like trancing out the audience kind of, I think, with that one. At least it looked like that from the music video.
Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary.
Yeah, the production is insane on this. Do you hear like all the vocal layers? So yeah. Anyway, I'll keep going. I have so much I could say. Hear that falsetto? I'm the only one down. That's really good.
Play another verse. I can be a sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right now.
That's yodel. Harmony.
Yeah, you gave me your heart. Now I'm here for your soul.
Wow, there's a lot going on right there vocally. I'll talk about this, but I'm telling you, there's so much production detail in this music. I could really go phrase by phrase. I know that there's a percentage of people that don't mind me doing that, but like other people are like, dude, just listen to the song. We haven't even gotten halfway through it yet. All right, one thing, I'll just talk about this little part, and then I promise I'll listen to a bigger chunk here, okay? So listen to all that's happening here. So, more than power, more. What are there's like multiple stacks of harmonies here. More than power, more than power, more than power. More than gold. So all those harmonies, it's like at least, was that 3-part harmony? Yeah, because there's 2 harmony parts and then the melody line.
Yeah, you gave me your heart.
And then, yeah, you gave me your heart. Yeah, you gave me your heart is in octave doublings. And then we go back to harmony right after that. So it's like, more than power, harmony, more than gold, harmony, octave doublings, you gave my heart, then back to harmony again. All of that happened in like 5 seconds. Here, harmony, octave unison, harmony again. Now more harmony. So much vocal production and production in general. It's really well done. I've been talking about that with this show. These are next level producers and arrangers, and songwriters. Like, this is the killer team at Sony, I think, who did this. Wow. Okay, now we're going to listen a little. Pre-chorus. Now here's a chorus. Yeah. Wow, cool. So that wasn't like a full falsetto. That little thing, it's like, I call that compressed falsetto, where you kind of squeeze the falsetto, so it's not like, it's not like a pretty choral type of a sound, but it's got a little brass, a little edge still on it. That was kind of that sound right there. Like those strings. We still have that. Or like that little thing in the background. What a cool effect. It's like 1. On 2 and 4, it's like, is it instead of the snare? Usually the snare. It's like, we have that on 2 and 4 typically. Not always, obviously, but like they've got this. I love that effect. Hear it there too.
Reaching on the fame, can't stop watching, I'm your idol. Thank you for the pain, cause it got me going viral. Yeah, 나지 않는 fever, making you a believer. 나를 위해 넌 존재하는 idol. Don't let it show.
I love the fusion of the Korean and the English, that there's kind of bringing worlds together. Super cool in this show.
Keep it all inside, the pain and the shame, keep it out of sight. Your obsession feels like an addiction. 이 순간 give me all your attention. You don't want the only one who love yourself.
This production.
Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I can be the star you rely on. Never on a chair, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm gonna save you? Have you running wild? Yeah, I'm all you need. I'm a big your idol.
Here's a bridge. Now we got a breakdown for the bridge. Something weird's happening here, I bet, in this story. Yeah! I like that 4 to the floor.
Preach it to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher?
Yes! Oh, good! I just got goosebumps. What? Oh, that's good. Oh, wait, what? Something was happening over here. I wanted to listen to that bridge a little bit there. Like, so typically, okay, wow. I mean, so far with this show, just the biggest impression I'm having about this show is the production. And I mean, the production, it's so, the thing that's really hard in production is when you start adding in a lot of stuff. The more stuff you add, it makes it a million times harder to get a clear, to produce in a clear way. And what I mean by that is, like, when you produce, your whole goal is to control the attention as best as you can of the person that's listening to your song for the first time. You want them to be pulled to be thinking about this. Then you want to do something with the music to pull their attention over here. Then you want to pull them to the lead vocal, then pull them to the lyrics in this section, then pull them to this part of the song. Like, there's a lot of psychological work that you do. And it's very complicated when you start doing 6, 7, 10 layer vocals with and then a chorus, a choral vocal thing happening in addition to that as part of the backing track. And to have that much clarity in the mix is very hard to do. This production is next level. The clarity of the bass and the drums always coming through. Everything is just so well represented. Now, I wanted to check out this bridge a little bit here. That's nasty. I like those sounds. Oh, yeah. So a bridge traditionally is the idea of a bridge, and this is more maybe like an outro kind of, I guess, but yeah, maybe. I guess it kind of feels like we're at the end of the song, and maybe we have a dramatic scene in the show that's happening to go with this music. But a bridge typically in a song is for the purpose of deviating from the musical material that's been introduced up to that point, so that when we come back to the musical material that we had before in the song, like the hook of the chorus or whatever, it hits us even more. It's kind of like we hit, gotta get that hook in our minds. Then we do another chorus, get that hook in our minds. And then go away from it and do some weird stuff. And then when you come back to getting that hook in our minds again later after that, then it's like it imprints even more in your mind. It's like a psychological tool to get us to remember music. In fact, that's what a lot of song form is it's techniques to get us to keep listening to the song and not have our minds wander. And this is a cool, weird bridge. It fits in the form of, bridges should be different from what we heard before, and this is different. And then I love when those drums kick in. See, this is different. And now this is really different. That's called 4 to the floor. When you put the kick drum on every quarter note, when you start doing that, that's called 4 to the floor if in like bands and stuff. And it's very common like with dance music you do that. Like house music is always it's like kick, kick, kick all the time on a quarter note. That's a cool effect. So if you have like a trap set beat and you go and you're doing that and then you go to like 4 to the floor with a kick, it's really cool. I'm talking more about music production than vocals here today, but hey, you know, that's just my reaction is what it is. That's just kind of what was coming to my mind. Vocals are good. You know, I do have to say, someone was commenting like, hey, Tim, don't you talk about auto-tune and pitch correction and all that stuff? And I do talk about it on the channel. I don't talk about it a lot, and I don't harp on it. And, you know, there's some guys who have some channels that are really, you know, trying to push back against everybody auto-tuning and pitch correcting and all that stuff. And I just have to say, in studio recordings now, can't think of the last time I heard a studio recording that didn't have some sort of pitch correcting or auto-tune type of stuff happening on it to my ears. They almost all do these days. So, you know, I'm not knocking it or commenting. It does sound very, you know, the vocals do have some of that, you know, processed like they were really made perfect in the studio sound. But, you know, I wouldn't have expected anything else from, you know, from a track like this. So not to knock it at all, but somebody was asking about that in one of my other reactions to the show. They're like, you know, asking about it. So it does sound very studio, like the vocals have been worked on. But I mean, it's very, very, very good production on them. Let's break it down a little more. Which, by the way, is a very common thing to do anyway in like trap set. It's almost a stylistic thing in hip hop trap set music that is going to be some of that auto-tuney type of effect, those digital artifacts that are left in your voice from doing that. You know, it's not uncommon at all.
Give me all your attention. You know I'm the only one who will love your sin.
It's really good pop singing, like, you know, meaning that it's a lot of straight tone. I'm hearing very little vibrato. We've got the yeah, da, da. We've got the husky, warm tones at times in their sound. And then we've got the brassy, biting sounds where it gets a little trumpetier and beltier. We've got flipping up into the falsetto, really nice register work. And the harmonies. I mean, I'm really thinking, and of course we're talking about a boy band group, which, what does that bring up? That brings up harmonies. Harmonies. So there's lots of great harmonies here. I wonder the group, are the because I know that with the other one, it was there was an actual girl group that did the featured song. Is that the same with this group? Is this actually 5 guys who are in a real, like, human beings, you know, with boy band? Is it are they, or did they like audition singers and then made them into a boy band and then produced the song? If you know anything about that, I would be interested in that. Very interesting. Anyway, super cool song, such great production. Yeah, let me know what else I need to check out. And maybe these songs are so interesting. I think I might just I may just keep banging through them. I've got so many animated things I'm looking at right now with you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you like this, subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date. And also, too, if you want to support the channel, come over and get more. I can't put up everything I'm doing with all of these shows on here because it'll just take over the channel. But if you want to join my Patreon, it would be great to have you. I'll see you in my next reaction. Cheers.